Welcome to Cabinet Vision Training for Solid Essential. This session covers the features of the reports. This movie looks at the report options. As you can see, I have already laid out a couple of walls and several cabinets. So click on Reports. This tab is where you will run all needed reports and do your pricing. First, let's look at the ribbon bar options. The View mode gives you three options. The order simply shows the objects that are in this job. The cut list shows the individual parts for the objects. And the materials shows all the materials and their amounts for this job. Set Column simply lets you decide how much information is displayed on this screen. You can choose to show any of these, or you can turn some of them off if you want. Click on the Utilities tab. After you first save this job, you can then export it in an ORD file format. This is used for JobSite Companion and other software applications. The Import feature lets you import an existing ORD file. Please see the help file for more information on the ORD file format. Now let's go to Order Entry. This allows you to place items in this job without having to place them on a wall first. You are simply pulling objects from a catalog and dropping onto this screen. Notice the icon is white instead of a dark to signify that this was not placed on a wall but has simply been placed at the order entry screen. Once the objects are placed, you can change some of the properties, such as dimensions and quantity. Now right-click on one of the objects. You can add a copy of this object to the list. You can delete this object. The Edit option will take you to the Assembly Editor where you can make changes to the object. The Assembly Editor is discussed in its own movie. The Properties option shows you the familiar General tab, the Comment tab, Finishes tab, and Overrides. Now click the Return option and go to the Bid Center. The bid page shows you all the items that are in the job. Let's look at the options. The Item Totals tab allows you to choose which of these material prices you want to show in the bid. You can also choose which of the door and drawer prices to show. All of these prices are being pulled from the material catalog if you have set up prices there. Notice the drawers and rollout prices are priced per box. You can also specify if you want to show tags. The length totals is if you want to price the objects based on overall length. Choose the objects you want to show in the bid and enter a price per foot or square foot for countertops. You can add tags for these totals also. The Header tab lets you customize the bid page header. For example, I entered Smith Cabinet Company, which placed a header on the top of the page. The same applies to the Footer tab. Also at the Footer tab is where you set the tax rate percentage. In the Extra Line Items tab, you can enter 3 extra lines for both taxable and non-taxable items. An example of this would be shipping charges or installation charges. Once you have made all your decisions, you can print this page to a printer or write it as a rich text format document for use in a word processing software. Click the Return option and let's go to the Report Center. The Report Center gives you 13 different reports to choose from. You simply select the report you want to use and it will be populated on the screen. You can change how the report looks on the screen if you want. You can then print this report for use in production. This concludes the movies for reports. Thank you for watching. Thank you for choosing Cabinet Vision. For more information on this or any other Cabinet Vision product, or for more training options, please visit www.cabinetvision.com.